Hi, everybody in the Now group and anybody who's watching us. Here we are again for another It's Your Story, and we are on episode 4 today, meaning that we've already gone through 3 episodes of It's Your Story, and that's exactly what this is about. It's your story. It's how you not only became who you are today, but how your business progressed because of your story. Because let's be honest with ourselves. I mean, we are who we are. We've gone through so many different things. And if you choose a job, a career that is a part of you, you know, what you make, whether it's money or whether it's knowing other people, it's a bonus because you actually love what you're doing. So on episode 4 today, we have Maria. Do you know what I have to do? I haven't put the names along the bottom. I'm going to have to sort that one out. But Maria can introduce herself because she's a really passionate woman about her business. But because of her life when she was little, this has really helped her to understand how we feel and how we work. Maria, welcome to this
Thank you.
episode 4. So
Thank you.
tell us, about that little girl in Chile.
Yes, so thank you so much for having me on. So I was born, as you can tell by my accent, in South America, deepest, darkest, next to Peru, Chile. And it was right at the beginning of the dictatorship, which was a genocide civil war where lots of people were killed, including one of my family members, and we lived in hiding. So it was like Nazi Germany.
Mm, wow.
And terror ruled everywhere. Silence, fear, secrecy, couldn't sleep. I'm also a psychic, mystic, clairvoyant, clairsentient, clair everything. So I felt
Oh,
everything. I
yeah,
picked everything up.
yeah.
But of course, being a young child, I was not told by the people looking after me what was really going on. So everything was fine, everything's okay, it's all okay.
Mm,
And my beingness, my higher power, told me that it really wasn't. It
mm.
really wasn't okay at all, because if everything was amazing, then why did I feel so terrified and awful?
Poor little girl.
Exactly, poor little
Mm,
me. And so I went on a journey. So then we came to England when I was 6 years old. My young
yeah.
mother was only in her 30s,
Mm,
and with 2 young children, myself and my brother, and refugees, no money, and she couldn't speak English. She miraculously got a job. I
wow.
mean, how? I don't know, but miracle. She's a miracle woman. I'm absolutely her daughter. Absolutely. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. My mum is an enlightened master,
Beautiful.
queen goddess. Absolutely.
Mm,
And so she got the job, and I went to school in England, and I couldn't speak English. And again, I couldn't understand why everyone looked so happy and they were so pretty and everything was so normal here,
yeah. Like
and
totally
why I
different.
felt so horrible and why I couldn't be understood. I couldn't communicate. And all of that was just a horrible, horrible mush. And then all at 13 years old, I started counselling and on my journey of personal development in an official way. Although I was always in that inquiry ever since. I mean, I can remember lying in my cot wondering, like, wow, I'm here again.
Oh,
Oh,
crikey.
little body. Wow, here we go again. The memory, the soul, is the one that knows everything, is the one that remembers everything, is that place of timelessness, infinite
Yeah.
self. And so I went on that journey of what's it all about? Why do I feel so shit all the time? Why is everyone okay? Or at least they're telling me they're okay, but I don't feel that okay to me. Then on the journey of discovering that actually I was an energy empath, and I was picking up all of that. Also in the collective intelligence, I can feel into and understand what's going on with all of that stuff that's not being said. And
So
then
was this when you were a teenager that you discovered that you were clairvoyant? And I mean, actually knew it. You could put a name to it.
this was actually this putting a name to it. Oh, I am that was probably only maybe 6-7 years ago officially.
Right.
But
Right.
ever since I was a baby, a young child, I've always had all this awareness anyway. It's just putting
Yeah. Yeah. You felt it was normal then, that everybody
completely
had
normal.
that sort of thing.
I observe and I believe, it's just my point of view, that an infant and a young child is open to the all that is, as are
Yeah.
animals, because I'm also an animal communicator. So it's that state of infinite self, spirit self. And then the conditioning, which is often negatively polarized, serves or unserves to switch off those awarenesses, essentially close those doors.
Yes. So there you were as a teenager. That was when you started being counselled. Is that
Mm-hmm.
what? Yeah. Did that help?
No, it didn't. So then, teenager, and then I got into spirituality, and then I started teaching and facilitating meditation, personal development, because we were taught what you learn you have to teach, which was actually really good. So I've been facilitating personal empowerment since I was 19, so that's 27 years in the game, and on my own journey, and sharing and teaching, facilitating what I knew back then, which is different to what I knew now. And so, what was your question?
It was. I know it's very. Do you know it's so easy when you love talking about what you know yourself and your journey there, just to get lost, because I'm constantly going off on tangents.
Yeah.
So what you were mentioning there is that you became. It was just the past few years that you realised that you were clairvoyant and that you could sense other people's energies, but you've known that since a child.
Exactly.
This time you've given it a name. Actually given it a name and learning more about it. How's that changed you?
I mean, that's a really good question. It's not something I tell everybody. I'm actually only sharing this here because I feel that there is the listening for that here in your groups and with your clearing, which is phenomenal. So I wouldn't go on my Facebook normal page and say, "Hey everyone, I'm a witch." I don't think that's a good idea. It's not on brand, but
Yeah.
you know, there's different sorts of judgments upon that kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, how has it helped me? I suppose it's just helped to give me a framework more for, oh yeah, that is because that, yeah, oh, it's made me an expert in denial, right? So, and I've actually got a book about that which I wrote, but it's over there. It's called Being Fine,
Oh,
which is
you can.
the
I think
denial. It's over
I'll
there.
have to get your links in that. That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
But
So the simplicity is negatively polarized conditioning, societal conditioning, cultural conditioning has taught me to present a good, positive front. Yeah, everything's fine, all
yeah,
okay, da, da, da.
yeah.
And I was taught, educated, and not essentially told the truth about what was going on, which was absolutely awful. So who would want to tell, oh, we want to protect the child, we're not going to tell the child. But I believe and I know that for me, truth, honesty above all else is the paramount most important thing, and it's the one thing that causes healing, that opens
Oh,
all those doors to
yeah,
healing. Because
yeah.
if I'm told the truth about something, and that's as simple as how you're doing, really shit, the truth, just the God's honest truth, just honestly, whatever words work for you. I like quite Larry language.
Demonstrative, yeah.
Just quite honest, quite real. So when the cards are on the table, when the truth cards are on the table, not serious big truth, not talking, but just really feeling really manic today. Thanks for asking. And then, because that's the realness. That's the realness versus the face that I'm taught to present to the world. Everything's okay. Smiley face, hearts,
Yay,
hearts, hearts.
gorgeous.
Oh, amazing, all good. So then I observe that what then causes unnecessary suffering, because there's suffering that is unavoidable. Okay, but someone dies, it's really shit. You lose your job. There's suffering that's unavoidable suffering, and that has its honorable place, and there's suffering that is avoidable. And I suggest, and in my experience, what got me out of a lifetime of mega dark decades of the soul, suffering, depression, anxiety, PTSD, because of what I've had to survive, was finding that holy grail light bulb of, it's okay to feel what I'm feeling. It's okay to be myself. It's okay to be upset. It's okay to be grieving. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to not want to forgive and not want to forget and not want to let go. That's my God's divine sovereign right. I'm allowed to be in this world how I choose to be and how I am.
Yeah.
And that is what I call a state of the divine one I am, the sovereign self. Because from that place of, that is my light, that is my I, that is my column of light, that is me as I am. Like an animal doesn't lie about how it is. The sea doesn't lie about being fierce or being calm today. So what you see with me is what you get. And that's what I call integrity. That's what I call transparency. And with that information, if I know what I'm working with, so for example, I only serve to hold people's hands and guide a person to find their truth, their alignment, and their safety in order to present what's really here.
Yeah, that's
rather
wonderful.
Than what the world or what family or what boss wants me to be. Because if I'm being how others want me to be, I'm in people-pleasing prison. I betray myself, and ultimately I'm the one that loses out. And I don't want to live that life any longer. And it took me all of my life's learning to learn that, you know what, that doesn't work, that hurts me. Why, when I have so much light and life and joy to share, why would I betray myself?
And it's wonderful that you're actually, you've chosen this for your business, because every time you go to work, you're actually reminding your own self about what it is that you want to achieve for everybody and for you. So that is a wonderful way to wrap up this interview chat. And it's fabulous to know so much as well, and that you've come through a situation that has become your life, but in a really beautiful and wonderful way. So thank you very much. And we'll be seeing more of you, I'm sure, in the group. And I want to have a look at your book as well. That sounds really interesting.
Thank you. Have I got a moment, a quick 30 seconds to share about quantum level teachings?
You have 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Yes.
So because of which I feel a lot of this beautiful audience that we're here within this group, because I have that connection to all there is, which I believe everybody does, I actually download quantum level teachings to bypass all of those years of struggling, meditation, healing, that just get you that access to that instant personal power and what I call quantum tools,
Mm.
and they work quickly. They've changed my life, and it's a wonderful, wonderful thing, because I don't think that I'm here to suffer any longer. I think I know that it's possible just to
Yes,
celebrate the light.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I will add
Yeah.
your links into this box.
Very kind. Thank you.
And as I mentioned as well, and for anybody who comes on these interview chats with me, not only are we streaming into our Now group, but we're streaming on my Facebook business page and also into YouTube, which I physically promote and my team promote it as well. And we'll get better as the time goes on, because it's all a learning process.
Thank
So
you.
we're going to wrap up this interview chat, and I'll be back again on Friday with another Now member. But for the moment, thank you so much, Maria. It's lovely. It's lovely as well to get to know you even more. That's super. And maybe one day you'll be up with your husband in Edinburgh, and you can come to one of our
I think we
face-to-face
will.
meetings. That'll be fantastic.
That would be so fun. I will
It would be
intend
lovely.
it. I
Oh,
intend it.
good.
I will it.
Yes, we all will it. Absolutely. All right, my darling. I'm going to say bye-bye to Maria.
Bye.
And I'm going to say bye-bye to everybody in the group and whoever's watching. Catch you again.